When we think of wild places, the Brazilian Amazon is often one of the first locations that comes to mind. This verdant swath of rainforest is a unique world unto its own, a place where rare animals roam and indigenous tribes still live according to the ways of their ancestors. At its vibrant heart is a river that dwarfs all others, surrounded by a forest with remote corners that still remain largely unknown. Rainforests are bursting with life. Not only do millions of species of plants and animals live in rainforests, but people also call the rainforest their home. No matter how harsh the terrain or dangerous the predators, there are many tribes that thrive in their small communities. Lots of these tribes are being threatened by the deforestation and destruction of the rainforest. Despite this, they have lived in rainforests for many thousands of years. About 400 to 500 tribes live inside the Amazon rainforest. Around 50 of them are not in contact with the outside world. Their children don't go to schools as we know them, and they don't have the electricity or amenities that we expect in everyday life here. Nevertheless, they exist within the rainforest and manage to live sustainably without damaging the land. Each tribe is unique with their own different cultural traditions that they have preserved through generations.
The fate of the children here is uncertain.
Some have frequent interactions with the world outside the rainforest, while others are almost completely isolated. Men and women have different roles in local communities. The men have traditional hunter-gatherer roles, while the women run the household, growing crops, caring for children, and cooking. Fishing is something that the whole family contributes to. Most of the Amazon tribes that live by the rivers are in contact with the rest of the world. They use the fertile soil for agriculture, growing fruits and vegetables such as corn and beans. Being very skilled hunters, they also use handmade bows and arrows to catch animals and fish for food. Tribes within the Amazon forest have access to different areas with different natural resources and conditions. In both rivers and deep forest settlements, tribes live in deceptively simple houses made of bamboo and wood. Skilled in constructing houses very quickly, the forest tribes use a practice of digging very deep holes in the ground for hiding, as they use them to hide from animals and enemy tribes that they can't defeat. In the past several centuries, they've been hiding from the outside world in order to protect themselves from people with the intention to harm them. Despite their protection from the foreign people, tribes also face the dangers of Mother Nature. One small but mighty threat is mosquitoes. Some defense mechanisms against these insects have become tribal symbols. For example, the Caribou tribe plastered clay on their skin to keep mosquitoes off, which is why they are called Caribou, or the dirty ones. Other tribes use vegetable dyes that are a natural insect repellent to paint their bodies. It's likely they used the same plants to make natural oils included in modern types of mosquito repellent. The clothing tradition and habits differ from tribe to tribe. Most of the uncontacted tribes living deep in the jungle go naked, except for the jewelry they make from bones and teeth. The tribes that have established contact with the modern world wear leather clothes made from the animals they catch. They sometimes wear straw-made skirts and even ready-made Western garments. Tribal face painting is common for all tribes and is a characteristic feature of their appearance. Tribal face paint is also worn either as a sign of aggression to scare away enemies, camouflage, or sometimes for religious reasons. Spirituality is a large part of their lives, and many tribes believe that animal spirits inhabit all things. Some spirits can be malevolent, and shamans inhale the hallucinogens in certain plants to get closer to the spirit world. When tribesmen farm and hunt plants and animals, they do it with a fundamental respect for the spirit of the rainforest and all that dwells within it, and the largest part of the Amazon's fertile basin. About half of the indigenous tribes who live in the Amazon are located in Brazil. Even though the rainforest spans 8 countries, in total there are over 1 million indigenous people living in the Amazon rainforest. However, over the past 500 years of European colonization and the modern-day destruction of the habitats surrounding their homes, many Amazonian people have had to adjust to a new way of life. Native groups were forced to no longer be nomadic. Now they have to live more sedentary lifestyles, which means that areas of land aren't given time to recuperate. There's no doubt that the indigenous tribes that live in the Amazon rainforest have certain ways of life that the remaining 7 billion of us on the planet could learn from. Studies have shown that nearly 12% of the Amazon's dry land has been formed gradually by humans as a result of careful management by native groups. They have learned to live off the land in a non-extractive way and survive in the rainforest without destroying it. They have for millennia protected one of the most biodiverse lands in the world, the lungs of the world, to the benefit of us all. If you like this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos in the future. Also, hit the bell icon to stay up to date and be the first one to watch our latest videos. Let us know in the comment box below if you have any suggestions for our future videos.